We do this for big, championship games. We get the yellow notepad out. Who are the 10 best players? 6, 7 on your side. History says you win. Unless, you have a decided quarterback advantage. So yesterday, 5 Eagles and 5 Niners. Right down the middle, which is why we think it's probably a low-scoring, very competitive game. So let's do it today, here on Wednesday, for the Chiefs and the Bengals. Here we go.
Number 10.
Number 10, I'm going to say Joe Mixon. Last 2 postseasons, over 400 yards, blows every other playoff running back away. He's the highest-graded running back on either team. I said this yesterday, I think, during the break. He reminds me a little bit of a poor man's Adrian Peterson. He can run over you. He can run past you. He's terrific. He's got 184 more rushing yards than any other player in the postseason last 2 years. So he's a home run threat. Joe Mixon, 10.
Number 9.
Joe Thuney, the guard, arguably the best guard in the NFL, the number 1 PFF-rated pass-blocking guard. He's allowed 1 or fewer sacks in 4 of the last 5 years. Pro Bowler, All-Pro this season. He's about the best. He had the best season for any guard this year in the NFL, Joe Thuney.
Number 8.
TREY Hendrickson, rush end for the Bengals. He's the highest-graded edge rusher on either team, Chiefs or Bengals, according to PFF. Last 2 years, 25.5 sacks. He was just a good get for them. And again, to beat Mahomes, you got to rush Mahomes. He'll be incredibly valuable in this spot.
Number 7.
T. Higgins, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. He's a tough matchup. He's 6'4", 220. He's just big. He's probably not as gifted as Jamar Chase, but he's a matchup nightmare. Remember when Jamar Chase got hurt, T became their number 1 and was highly, highly successful. Think about this, too. Joe Burrow's passer rating when targeting T. Higgins is 113. Higher than Burrow targeting Jamar Chase. So he and T, I think a lot of it's that catching radius. He is such an easy completion with his size.
Number 6.
Creed Humphrey, probably the second or first best center in football. Highest graded center his first 2 years, him and KELCE for the Eagles. Did not allow a sack in over 800 snaps. He was good the second he got to the NFL. I think he was a late first-round pick out of Oklahoma, and he was great. His first snap in the NFL, he's number 6.
Number 5.
Jamar Chase, more of a home run threat than T. Higgins. 9 touchdowns in his last 9 games, including the playoffs. He also led the NFL in catches of 50-plus yards. So he is the big home run threat in this game. And I think when you play at Kansas City, there's a big chance you're going to fall behind. Can you get quick touchdowns? He's the guy in the field that can get them.
Number 4.
Chris Jones, defensive tackle, Kansas City, highest graded player on either team. He is an interior lineman, but last 4 years, 4-time Pro Bowler. And if there's injuries on the Bengals O-line interior, then Jones, he'll have a good game regardless, could be dominating. He's at 4.
Number 3.
I would give Travis KELCE 3 because he actually gets his hands on the ball and defensive tackles don't. 8-time Pro Bowler. Only Jerry Rice in league history has more playoff catches than Travis KELCE. Isn't that incredible? 120. And again, gets his hand. Last week, it was insane. I think he had 14 catches. It was it was tight ends never used to have 14 targets in the playoffs. He had 14 catches last week.
Number 2.
You'll think it's crazy. It's Mahomes. He's not playing at 100%. So if he's 80 to 85%, yes, he's got the highest passer rating in league history. My guess is, though, he's not going to have quite the ability to extend plays. Forget scrambling for yards. Play extension, probably not at his best.
Number 1.
So I'd give it to Burrow, who, by the way, is 3-0 against Mahomes. 3-0 road playoff record. Joe is healthy. Highest completion percentage in league history. Situationally, he's as good as Mahomes, and he's healthier. So Mahomes and Burrow are obviously the best players in this game and the most important. I do not believe you can have a high ankle sprain and be 100%. I think Mahomes will gut it out, but I think you'll see fairly early in this game Mahomes doesn't move quite as well. If he was 100%, I'd go Mahomes 1 and Burrow a close second. But that's where I see it right now. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.